Last night I heard a sound outside my window. It was not the wind. It was not an animal. It was a growl that echoed like it came from inside my own chest. People say the black dog of the countryside is only a legend. But I know now, it is real. This story is about my cousin. He grew up in Ashbourne, Derbyshire, surrounded by empty fields and an old cemetery at the edge of the countryside. His younger brother had died in an accident just a few weeks before. Since then, grief had consumed him. He would sit alone for hours, whispering to himself, begging for just one more chance to see his brother again. One afternoon at exactly 12, when the village was silent and the sky heavy with clouds, he walked to the cemetery. The iron gates were cold and rusted, creaking as he pushed them open. The graves were lined in uneven rows, moss crawling up the stones, and the air smelled of damp earth. He stood by his brother's grave, tears rolling down his face, his voice breaking as he called out. He begged the ground to give him a sign, to give him a moment with the boy he had lost. And that was when he heard it. A low growl. Not from behind, not from the trees, but from right beneath the soil of the grave. He froze. The growl grew louder, vibrating through the earth, rattling the stone. He stumbled back, and through the fog, a shape began to form. It was a dog. Blacker than the night, with eyes like burning coals. Its body was twisted, too long, too thin, like its bones had been broken and remade. The beast circled him, but the sound of its paws never touched the ground. Then it lunged, straight into him. He fell to the earth, clutching his chest, his scream swallowed by the silence. When he stood again, something was wrong. His eyes were not his own anymore. They glowed faintly red. His fingers curled like claws. And then, slowly, he dropped to all fours. At first it seemed like madness. He barked. He growled. He ran on his hands and feet through the graves, faster than any man should move. By the time the villagers found him wandering near the fields, his clothes torn, his mouth bleeding, he no longer spoke in words. Only in the voice of the beast that had taken him. That night, his family locked the doors, praying it would pass. But from the attic they heard him scratching, his nails tearing at the wood. His body twisted unnaturally, his spine arching like a hound preparing to pounce. His mother cried, his father shouted prayers, but nothing silenced him. By dawn, he was gone. The window was shattered. Footprints, not human, but paw prints, led across the damp soil and into the woods beyond the cemetery. No one has seen him since. But sometimes, when the fog rolls over Ashbourne at night, the dogs bark and howl, and neighbors swear they see a figure crawling at the edge of the fields. Not quite man. Not quite animal. And always, those burning red eyes. If you ever walk past an old cemetery in Derbyshire, and you hear a low growl that seems to come from inside your chest, run. Because once the black dog chooses you, it never lets go. I don't tell fake horror stories on my channel, every story I share is absolutely real. If you want to hear more true chilling tales, make sure to subscribe to Scarnot. And if something terrifying has ever happened to you, share your story with me. With your permission, I'll turn it into a video and feature it on the channel.